Hi everyone, my name is Wai Ching. This is my Malaysia memoir. Hai semua, nama saya Wai Ching, saya dari Malaysia. Hari ini saya telah menamakan larian Eiffel Tower dengan kedudukan keempat.
Malaysia can be proud of its runner. The diminutive Wai Chin Soh seems to twirl on the stairs.
Malaysian tower runner Soh Wai Ching scored pole position again in the Empire State Building run-up race in New York.
26-year-old Malaysian tower running athlete Soh Wai Ching.
Tower running champion Soh Wai Ching.
I grew up in Selayang, in Kuala Lumpur. So I got 4 siblings. I'm the youngest in the family. So my dad is a taxi driver. My mom is a housewife. At the age of 6, I started playing Chinese chess and international chess. Then moving forward to secondary school time, I'm still continue play chess with my friends, my secondary school mates. So then after graduate from secondary school, when I went to Form 6, so my friend in my secondary school Form 5, we all went to separate way. Therefore, no one played chess with me. Then at that time, I picked up running, 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer. My sister brought me into running. Started off with the intention on collecting all these t-shirts and the medals. Then later on, make some progress. Eventually, I got into top 10 in one of the road running competitions. So that's where it kickstart all this journey, like trying to see how far I can actually go into the sport. At the same time, I got invited by my friend to challenge me to do this tower running sport in a KL Tower. That was in 2017. So tower running sport is a sport whereby we have to run up the stairs inside the skyscrapers, either buildings or a tower. And the runner who run up the building, the stairs of the building, with the shortest time will be declared as the winner. Most of the time, the tower running sport will be flagged off individually. So it's like a time trial base. So it took me a month of preparation by plotting my own training program according to my lifestyle, my students' athletes' life. And I apply what I've learned from this sports science course in University of Malaya. I managed to beat my friend. He was the 2015 veteran champion. His name is Jeffrey Rose. So he invited me to do this and I beat him by about a minute more. So I came back as this Best Malaysia, second place overall. And Best Malaysia, I lost to a Kenyan in the competition 2017 KL Tower-thon. Before the race, I went and searched on the internet. All this international tower running competition, is there all this competition everywhere around the world? So then I found out there's this Beijing vertical run. Even Hong Kong raced to the IFC, and then the Osaka, and lots of all these international tower running competitions. I told myself one day before race, I said, if I manage to win the prizes tomorrow, I'm gonna use the prize money to fund myself to travel overseas for competitions. Then eventually I won the race, I got 5,000 ringgit, and then I used the prize money to fund myself to travel to Beijing for my first international tower running competitions. Moving forward, I continued to do my training. I actually wrote to this Beijing vertical run organizer. So they accepted my application, and so I got into the elite category for this Beijing vertical run. So that was like 4 months after the KL Tower-thon. So in August 26, if I'm not mistaken, I got into this first international tower run for myself as a tower runner. I met the world #1 there, which is Piotr Lobozinski. He's from Poland. He's like 32, 33 years old at that point of time. He actually hold world #1 title for many years. He's considered the expert. So he's the guy that I look up to. I will need to find out how to make progress and to beat him eventually. So I went and talked to him. So I introduced myself. Then yeah, we chit chat. So talk a lot about tower running training. How do they train and all that. During the competition, we all compete. Ended up I got 5th place. I'm like almost 100 seconds behind the world #1. Behind Piotr Lobozinski. He won the race. Then I felt like I didn't do well actually. I went too hard. I'm like so far behind. It's like cannot be. I have to go and challenge myself. I have to go and find out how to make progress and better my performance and eventually beat them. So I went and talked to Piotr. I said, give me 3 years time, I'm gonna beat you. Then he said, okay. He's like, he accepted my kind of challenge. He said, if I beat him, in 3 years time, he will retire from the sport. That's what he told me. Then fast forward 3 years later, in 2020 February, right before the pandemic, I met him again in Dubai. early February. I raced with him running up this Almas Tower in Dubai, which is 70th floor. That was our 21st race. So since 2017 August until 2020 February, we have competed with each other for 20 competitions. He beat me 20 times. Then in that particular race, I beat him by 2 seconds. So that was my first win over beating the world number 1, also the world champion. And now for me, the goal is not to beat the world number 1 because I already beat him and now I'm the world number 1. My aim is to hold it for 10 years. As you all know, Dato Lee Chong Wei hold world number 1 title for 9 years. So my next goal is to hold it for 10 years. Other than that, I want to build a team of tower running sport. A strong team from Malaysia, a team Muhibah. So all Malay, Chinese, Indian. I want everyone to be in this sport and I want to dominate the sport with them. We want to travel together overseas and want to dominate all these important international races. We want to promote the sport and hopefully one day the sport will be in Olympic. That is our main ultimate goal, perhaps 2032 or 2036 Olympics. The most memorable part of my career in terms of competition, I would say the Eiffel Tower run. So La Verticale di la Tour Eiffel, that's the name of the event. My mom and my dad, they woke up at like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. They watched me run up the Eiffel Tower live stream because that is the only event in tower running sport whereby they live streamed it on Eurosport channel or even YouTube or even on Facebook. So that is most memorable moment to me. At that point of time, I was aiming for top 10 and I got number 9. So which is, that's happy for me. Another best memorable part for me for the sport itself, for the event, is the Empire State Building run-up. So last year, I'm the first Asian to win the Empire State Building run-up since 1978. So Empire State Building run-up is the iconic competition for towering sport because they are the longest hosting annual event since 1978 until 2021. That is their 43rd edition. They missed out 2020 because of the pandemic, but 2021 they are back and I became the first Asian to win it. And also after the competition, I got to meet Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, real person. Yeah, that is also the highlight of my career. Being a tower runner for 5 years currently, till now, since 2017, I competed 71 tower running competition. 2019 is where I struggled the most. I competed 25 competition in 2019 itself. So I travel a lot. In a year, I travel up to 48 flights. There's like a lot of traveling, a lot of money. So I wrote to many companies in Malaysia. I think more than 100 companies I wrote to in terms of insurance company, telco, bank, developer, and all that, you name it. Actually, I wrote to them. Just keep on trying and then asking friends where they work in and all that kind of stuff. Try to send in my proposal. I actually went and surveyed how much a flight ticket for each competition that I'm going to go and how much the accommodation, the cheapest option that I can get. Travel by taking the metro or the monorail or the MRT or the dormitory option. It's not on the hotel, always on the dormitory option because that's the cheapest way. So things like that, I come up with that budget and then I send to many companies. I'm also grateful at some point I received many supports. When I was in overseas in Dubai, in US, I received so many helps from Malaysian everywhere. So all these Malaysian, when they are abroad, they actually build up a community together with other Malaysian and they did so well and they always support Malaysia. And Malaysians are always so warm and kind. I received so much support from them. They pick me up in the airport, they host me for meals and then they allow me to stay with them. And when I was overseas, I see Malaysians are all so united. So things like that, these are the value I want to share. Thank you everyone, my name is Wai Ching. Thank you for watching this. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to World of Buzz. Today is a good day that I received support from MBPJ, 100,000 ringgit Malaysia for a year contract with the aim to bring MBPJ to the world stage, to the international stage. So it will be a good start for any other athletes that they want to look for sponsorship. Perhaps they can start to look from the city council. So yeah, that's what I want to say. I'm so grateful being here and thank you to MBPJ for supporting me.